Festivities continue to brew nationwide this season, and as such, the FNB has launched its Festive Fraud Watch campaign that aims to raise awareness around scams that tend to peak this time of the year. I'm now joined in studio by FNB's Head of Operations, Mr. Carpio Minnaar, who's going to help us unpack the first lines of defense against fraud by the FNB that its customers can make use of. Good morning, Mr. Minnaar, and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much. It's such a great opportunity to be back again.
Now, thank you for taking the time to talk to us about this very timely and very important issue. Well, could you help me understand if somebody loses their card, how quickly can they block it using their FNB app?
Almost immediately.
Really?
Yes. So the FNB app has been designed to be very user-friendly. So it is very easy to just log into your FNB app and then block your card with immediate effect without waiting or no need to even make a phone call. But just to add additional comfort, you can contact the contact center or the fraud help desk in order to then confirm that the card has been blocked or ensure that the card has been blocked.
Mm. And when it comes to, say, somebody's phone being stolen while on vacation, what are some of the emergency checklist items that one needs to go through? What are some of the things that you need to ensure you do the moment you realize that your phone has gone missing?
If you have access to internet banking, online banking, it is important for you to ultimately go on and block your card, first of all, because you can temporarily block your card, delink your device from having access to your portfolio, but then ultimately also ensure that you contact the bank on the official contact numbers in order to block or restrict any access from that specific device. But also change passwords. If you can log into your online banking, change your passwords and ensure that your banking platform and your portfolio is not accessible.
And
And at the same time, sorry
yes.
for the interruption there, but at the same time, also try and ensure that you contact your service provider to block your SIM card as well, because fraudsters now have access to your device and might have access to your cell phone, logging into your cell phone, and they might use that opportunity to contact people because now it's from a trusted source. They can contact your contacts and then defraud your people as well. So it's important to also then block your SIM card with your service provider and inform them of your phone being stolen.
Before they take the fraud further.
100%.
And when it comes to delinking a stolen phone from one's banking profile, how does one practically go about that?
So when you log into your app and you go to your settings icon, under the settings icon, as I've said earlier, very user-friendly. Under your settings icon, you will see an icon, My Devices and Browsers. When you click on that, you will see all the devices or even browsers that you've used to log into your app. And then you just select the device that you want to delink and you delink it from your app. It is also advisable to rather go through that process on a regular basis just to ensure that any device that is not known to you or a device that you haven't, that you've lost or sold even, that you delink it from your app, because that will ensure additional security on that. But on online banking, the same process can be followed to delink a device. In the case that you've lost your phone or your phone is stolen, you log on to your online banking. Again, click on menu, very easy. Click on menu, again, the icon of My Devices and Browsers will appear, where you will get the list of all your devices, and you select the device that you want to delink and delink it from your profile.
Now, when it comes to fraud awareness campaigns, one often hears the term OTP and how one should not share one's OTP and treat it like it's sacred,
Yeah.
even. Could you tell us what exactly is an OTP and what makes it so important?
So I wanna start off by re-emphasizing, please do not share your OTP. So OTP is a one-time PIN, one-time password. We use it interchangeably. So that one-time password is an authentication of accessing either withdrawing funds or even linking devices to your portfolio. So the OTP is not just about taking cash or getting cash. The banks use it as a multi-factor authenticator as well to ensure that it is the legitimate person with the access to the devices, to ensure that this person has got all the means to be able to link devices, but also to set up recurring payments and transfers. So an OTP is very sacred. It's literally like cash. So if you share your OTP, you're literally going to cause yourself a lot of trouble and you're going to be in issues because the person will immediately have access to whatever that specific transaction is allowed for the OTP. And it is a one-time PIN or password for a specific reason. It is for that specific activity or transaction that the customer initiate.
I understand. But we also see that the FNB app, with the FNB app, one also gets notifications. What in-app notifications or alerts should customers be sure to pay close attention to and act upon quickly in order to avoid or preempt fraud?
So your question is is putting me on the spot there. But again, take time before you act because creating that urgency is what fraudsters use in order to defraud customers. So if you do get in-app messages that is relating to an OTP or a specific validation or approval of a transaction that you know for a fact that you haven't initiated, please do not act on it.
Yes.
Only act on the notifications that you for sure knows that you've initiated a transaction, and that will keep you safe. But all the notifications with in-app and also SMSs from the bank, again, by validating that, will keep you safe. Please act on it as well.
Beyond beyond being mindful and cognizant about acting on certain notifications and also not rushing, going through these notifications and acting upon them quickly. It is the festive season. People are in their most relaxed states
Correct.
compared to all the other periods of the year. What is the single most important habit that you would say customers should adopt when using the banking app in order to avoid becoming victims of fraud?
So please do not do any banking or financial transactions while you are on the move. And also,
Right.
please try and refrain from using your app or to doing any banking transactions where you are surrounded by a lot of people, unless
Right.
if you have a security protective screen.
Absolutely.
But it is advisable to rather do your banking transactions, specifically when it comes to in-app or online. Try and do it in the safety and the comfort of your home.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Minnaar, for
Thank
taking
you.
the time to unpack this very, very important matter for us at this very timely moment.
Thank you very much. And again, thank you for having me.
The pleasure is all ours. That was Mr. Minnaar, the head of operations at the FNB, talking to us about the first line of defenses against fraud that you can use to really preempt it and even curb it this festive season. Do stay with us as Good Morning Namibia returns after a quick break.